Hello everyone and welcome for this new tutorial on Unreal Engine 5. Last time we saw how to use the skeletal rig editor to add a rig to our character, and today we will see how to prepare the physical assets on this character. It will use the bones to have some physics, everything will move with the physical environment of Unreal, and then we will be able to have a nice ragdoll and we will be able to use the physical constraint to improve our animation, to add some life to our animation, to add some physical stuff. We will be able to interact with the world. So let's dive into it. We will see how to create the physical assets for our bunny character. Let's go. Okay, so we are back in Unreal Engine and we will start making the physical assets. So first, we will go in our content drawer and we will go in our player bunny rig that we have created last time with the skeleton that we have created last time. Here is our skeleton and we will add a physical asset. So we will go in our content drawer, we will right click in here and in physics there is the physics assets. And we will choose our skeleton mesh bunny. We call this physical assets underscore bunny. We will leave everything as default, we don't really care. Okay, create the assets and we'll open it. So here is our physical assets. So that got created by default and it looks really bad. So we will start by doing this and press delete. We will delete everything and we will start from scratch. First, to make our life easier, we will go in this little button and we will choose show all bones. So we have all our bones and we will start making some physical assets. So for our bunny, it looks like a humanoid, so it's pretty simple. The easiest way, like for the arm, we will want to have some physics here and we have to think of the joint between our bones. For example, for the arm, we will have a joint here, so we will have one physical asset here and one physical asset here. Then we will have one physical asset for the torso and a constraint between the arm and the torso. So we have to think like that, like where we want to have some constraint, where we want to have our physical body. So first we will create a physical body on the spine. On the spine one, we will right click and add a shape and we will add a capsule. Here is our first shape. First we will rotate the shape of 90 degrees because we will want to have this kind of shape, and we will put it down to actually cover the bottom of the bunny. So it will be the bottom. I want these bones to be represented by this volume. So we'll just go into scale and maybe scale it up a little bit. That's good. Then we will go into the spine too and we want to create a shape as well, a capsule. We'll rotate this of 90 degrees as well and we'll put it down a little bit. Up. Maybe this one a little bit down. There. There. Okay. We'll make it a little bit smaller. Let me see. Like this. Like this. Yeah, that's good. Then we go into the spine tree and add a shape. The same, we will rotate this shape of 90 degrees. We want this shape to be the connection with the arm, with the head and the other arm. So we'll go a little bit here and we will make it smaller in this way and smaller there. So this is a lot of trial and error, so don't be scared. I know when you do this for the first time, it's a little bit scary, you don't know where to put the shape, but try to do it. You will see some issue and then you can fix them and go by processing like that. Do it slowly, do it step by step, and you will see the result. And you can actually, after when you have the result, tweak it a little bit, change the joint, change where the shape is and stuff like that. You have a lot of stuff that you can actually change. But for the first time, just do a raw version of the body and then we will see how to actually tweak it up and how to do it a little bit better. You will see. So don't be scared and try to follow along. Make it a little bit smaller there, and that looks good for me. Maybe this one I want it a little bit bigger, this one a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay, that's good. You see on the side. Looks good. And we will start making the head. So I will close the clavicle because I will not do it now, and I will go into the head. We don't have to put a shape on every bones. For example, we will not put any shape on the clavicle, and we will not put any shape on the neck. Because the neck is so small that we don't need to add a specific shape for the neck. It will be taken by the head and by the torso. So let's add a shape on the head. We'll right click, add shape, and add a node sphere. We want to add a capsule. If you have a round face, maybe the sphere will be good for you, but we have some kind of, we have a bunny shape with some big jaw. So we will want to have this kind of shape. We will rotate this 90 degree. 90 degree. Oh. Pull it down. We'll make it a little bit bigger. In here and in here. See. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now we will go on the ear. So for the ear, I will use 4 shape. It's a little bit too much, but just to learn how to do it. We can probably be good with just 2 shape, but we will put 4. So let's start with the ear one. We will add a shape, capsule. We'll place it at the middle of the bones. We will rotate it. Like this looks good, and we'll reshape it. We'll scale it. Okay, we can maybe move like this. We have all of our shape. So if you want to test it out, there is the simulate button. You can click on simulate, and then by doing left control and right click, we will be able to move it. As we can see, for example, the head, the shape of the head, control my bone head. Now it's a little bit not working at all because we need to add some physical constraint. So let's add some constraint. So the constraint will act like the joint that we can have between some bones. For example, in here, we will have a joint between the head and the spine tree. So we click on the head. In here, we will right click and go into constraints. And in the constraints, we will look for the spine tree or the spine. And it will add a constraint in here. Now I have to move it exactly on the position where there will be the constraint. So it will be between the head and the spine. And now I will make this one a little bit smaller. If I go into the detail panels, when I have clicked and when I clicked on the constraint, I have different properties. the most important properties is the angular limit, because we will want to change the limit of our... If I show you, first I will show you like this. Let me go there. If I go in here, I can simulate the selected. So I will just simulate this with all the child, so the ear will go everywhere. But we don't care. We go and simulate selected. Now we can see that there is a constraint and my head actually stays attached to the spine. But we can see that the head is moving in every direction, and that's not good at all. We want to specify in which direction it can move, in which direction is it locked, and in which direction, with the angle, how much it can actually rotate. So we'll go in here, and we will start by doing limited, limited, limited. And now we have a better drawing of what's going on. The twist motion will be this motion. So it's the motion when we actually move the head like this. So you can actually help with yourself to see what is the actual angle that you can move your head. For me, I will see maybe I cannot go too far away. So I will change the twist, for example, to 30, make it a little bit smaller. Then we have two swing motion. It will be the motion like this and the motion like this. So like this, we can actually move a lot. So we can, when you have a head, we cannot move much like this. So for the limited, let me see which one it is. It's not this one, it's the, yeah, it's the first one. No, it's the second one. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. So I will lock the swing to motion because I don't really want my head to move much like this. Or maybe I will put limited, but I will put 15. So it will move a little bit. Okay. And for the last one, this rotation, we will keep it at 45 and we will see what's going on with this. Let's click on this shape and click on simulate selected. Now my head is blocked, we can see, and we can actually rotate a little bit. And that looks actually good. Let me see. So to see if you put the good angular, the good angle, you can simulate selected the shape that you had the constraint and see if it's actually moving in a real direction. And it looks really good. It looks good, so I will leave it like that. Let's add some constraint to the ear. We will start with the left ear. First, we have a constraint in between the first ear and the head. I will go there, constraint with the head. Up. I will move this in here, and I will start by putting all at limited. There, limited, limited, limited. I don't want to move that much like this. The ear, I don't want them to move much like this. I want the head to move like, I want the ear to move like this and like this, but not like this, because it's the bunny ear. Maybe 45 is okay. I will put a little bit less. I will put 35 and 35 on each. Then I will go to this one and I need to have a constraint with the ear 1. So ear 2, right click, constraint with ear 1 left. Okay, I have to put it where I want the constraint to be. So there, I put limited to everything. And for this one, I just want to be able to like go like this. My ear, I want it to be going like this. I don't want all the bones to like twist in every direction. So I will lock the swing, the both swing, and I just want to move in this direction. I will put a little bit. I really want to move a little bit. I want each bone to have a little bit of motion to make a nice growth. Okay. We go to ear 3. I add a constraint. We put the ear 2. I put it on the good place. I check it out. I go and lock both swing. I put limited in the twist. And I put 15. Okay. The same for ear 4. I go constraint with the ear 3 left. I put it at the good place. And I will go locked and locked for the swing. And limited at 15 for the twist. So let's see what's going to happen. I will go to this shape, and I will see, and I will simulate selected this shape. And here we have our ear. We can see that now we have something that looks very good and kind of natural. It can rotate a little bit. It can go maybe a little bit too far behind. But that's a bunny ear. The bunny can actually rotate their ear almost to behind. It can go kind of everywhere. So it's good for me. And we can check with the head. So if I do simulate selected on the head, we can see that my ear will follow with the head, and I can actually move them like this. We do the same for the other ear. So now that we have added all the constraints, we can actually test it out. If I go and simulate everything, we can see that the bunny is falling. And it looks kind of good. I can move it around. All the bones and all the shape don't go crazy. It looks kind of good. If I take his arm, I can move him, I can turn him around. The ear looks nice, it doesn't go in some weird shape that's not supposed to go. So it's pretty good. If I get the feet, or maybe the feet is a little bit weird, but it's okay. It's not perfect, we don't have to make it perfect. Let me see if I pull him up a little bit. I will go a little bit backward. Looks pretty good. Here is our physical assets for our bunny. So we can remove the simulate, and I will just show you how to actually use it in your game. Let me close. So we have our skeletal mesh there, and we can see if we go in this button, we have our physical assets. So it should be used with our bunny. So if I remove him, and I actually get the skeletal mesh and I place it in the world, I can make him have the physics. So if I just start the game like this, there will be no physics. No physics is applied to the bunny, so there is nothing. Let me close this. But if I go and I go in here, you are not seeing it. if I go in the detail panel of this skeletal mesh, there is a function called simulate physics. If I click true to the simulate physics, now it will use the physical assets that we have created to simulate his physics with the world. As this floor has some physics as well, it will stop the bunny from falling to the void, and there will be some physics. And here we are. We have our bunny, which is a ragdoll, and we can move him around. And it's still stay, and it's kind of real. Perfect. For example, now I will not be able to use it now with our character. If I replace this character with our skeletal mesh bunny, with this guy, what's going on with his head? Are you okay? It's because of the animation blueprint. Let's put none. We don't have an animation blueprint. Okay. And we will need to simulate the physics when we want. So if I go now like this, I don't have any physics, I don't have any animation at all, but it's okay. We don't have it now, we will do it on the other episode. But if I do something pretty fast in the event graph, I will do when I click on the... did we do something on the E button? I don't think so. So if I click on the E keyboard E, I will get the mesh and I will set simulate physics, and that's just to show you how to do a ragdoll. When I press it, it will simulate the physics and I will go into the ragdoll mode. Let me see if that's working. Absolutely not. Because we need to change some stuff. Let me do it fast. I don't want it to actually do this stuff, but it's okay. This will be no collision, I think. And this one will be on. Let me try to do this. Okay. That. Oh no, we have to pull ragdoll physics. Yeah, ragdoll. Alors, this one we will leave it as spawn, but the mesh, we will set the collision preset. I will put back character mesh, and here I will set collision preset to ragdoll. Collision object type. Yeah. Nope. What I was supposed to do. Set collision object type. Camera physics body. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just put ragdoll in here, we'll see. Whee! So that's not very good for now, but it's okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so now if I press E, I actually go into the ragdoll mode. If I jump and press E, I will do the ragdoll mode as well. That's it for this tutorial on how to create a physical assets. Now we have a perfect ragdoll. We can now transform our character to a ragdoll, and we will be able to use the physical control with Unreal. I will show you that on the next episode, and we will be able to mix between animation and physical animation. We can have an animation on the feet, but we can have the rest of the body interacting with the world in the physical environment. So when we actually roam around, if there is a tree or anything, we will actually be touching it, with the physical assets. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. If you don't want to miss the next video on the physical constraint and the physical animation, it's a very important subject, it's very cool, you will see. We will do some nice stuff. You can actually subscribe if you don't want to miss it, and click on the bell if you want to have the notification when the new video gets out. And that's it for me. I hope you like this video, and I will see you on the next video for the physical animation. Bye.